On New Year's Day, a large police presence was caught on video surrounding a mall in Miami. It was due to an alien sighting in that area.
Alien sightings at Bayside Marketplace.
Think you've seen it all? Well, brace yourself. Imagine casually scrolling through your phone and stumbling upon a video that turns your understanding of the world upside down. We're delving into a story that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's happening right here on Earth. Today, we're talking about an incident in Miami that's got everyone talking. A video capturing what appears to be an alien. What happened next? Let's just say, it shook the world. Stay tuned, because these are incredible moments you'd never believe if they weren't filmed. Number 12. A plane view. Imagine you're on a flight, glancing out the window, expecting nothing but clouds and blue sky. But then, something extraordinary catches your eye. This happened to passengers on a flight from Rome to Paris, somewhere between the late 90s and early 2000s. They captured something on camera that would soon make headlines. A flying saucer, clear as day, soaring through the sky. The footage, despite its clarity, has been met with a healthy dose of skepticism since it was first uploaded. Remember, this was a time when video editing technology for the average person was pretty basic. So, the big question is, how could anyone have convincingly faked a UFO sighting on video back then? But here's the twist. After the public expressed doubts about the video's clarity, calling the UFO footage too blurry, an anonymous source came forward with a new perspective. This source released footage from another plane flying nearby, offering a different angle of the mysterious object. What's the truth here? That's still up for debate. All I know is, if I spotted a UFO that close to my flight, I'd be ready to grab a parachute and make a quick exit. Number 11. Nazca mummies. Ever since a spine-tingling video surfaced, people around the world have been captivated and a little unnerved. This footage, captured by a couple of daring explorers, showcases what appear to be alien mummies, eerily similar to those depicted in sci-fi horror films. The setting? The remote NASA caves in Peru. The plot thickens as numerous adventurers, drawn by the allure of the unknown, have since scoured these caves. Strangely, they found them empty, as if everything had vanished. UFO researcher Jaime Maussan was the first to bring this footage to public attention. The creatures in the video, though seemingly lifeless, sparked intense debate. Many viewers pointed out subtle movements in their arms and other limbs, suggesting these mummies might have been very much alive, perhaps even feigning death to ward off intruders. Maussan stepped up the intrigue by presenting a DNA analysis to back his claim of their extraterrestrial origin. However, since these explorers visited, the site has been eerily deserted, deepening the mystery. Questions are swirling. Where did these aliens go? If they are still among us, how did they even get to Earth? This perplexing discovery leaves us with more questions than answers, fueling a sense of wonder and speculation about the unknown reaches of our universe. Number 10. A floating passenger. Imagine you're on a flight to South America, casually snapping photos for Instagram, when suddenly you capture something totally unexpected. That's exactly what happened to a passenger flying over Colombia. They accidentally filmed a unique blimp-like UFO floating effortlessly among the clouds. The surprise quickly spread among the passengers, leading to a flurry of cameras capturing this mysterious object. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. This UFO wasn't just a high-altitude wonder. It was also seen on the ground in Colombia, just a few hours after its initial sighting in the sky. This double encounter has left me, and undoubtedly many others, baffled. It's one thing to spot a UFO while jet-setting to a holiday destination, but quite another to see it again, right back at home. And the most puzzling part? This UFO sighting went completely unaddressed, leaving the witnesses with more questions than answers, and a story they'll never forget. Number 9. Forest alien. Have you ever wondered about aliens? Sure, we've all had our suspicions, but solid proof? That's another story. Picture this. A man ventures into a forest clearing and stumbles upon something extraordinary. There, lying in the underbrush, is what appears to be an alien body, astonishingly well-preserved and unlike anything he's ever seen. The man, driven by curiosity, reaches out and pokes it. To his amazement, the skin feels taut, almost as if this creature was alive mere hours ago. Now let's add a twist to this already bizarre tale. Remember in 2023 when the Mexican government stunned the world by confirming alien existence, even presenting alien mummies to Congress? Here's the kicker. If you compare those mummies to this forest discovery, the similarities are uncanny. They're eerily alike. So much so, you might think they're the same species. The big question remains, where was this alien found and where is it now? If this discovery reaches beyond the borders of Mexico, we might be on the brink of a groundbreaking realization that extraterrestrial life isn't just a possibility, it's a reality right here on Earth. Number 8. First-class journey. Back in 2015, on a sunny beach in Spain, beachgoers witnessed something that would make anyone's heart skip a beat. A strange, twisted, oblong object was seen hurtling rapidly towards the Earth. In a frenzy, people whipped out their cameras to capture this unforeseen event. Unfortunately, the footage turned out blurry, but it was clear enough to give us a glimpse of this enigmatic pod. This sighting set the scientific community abuzz with theories. Some thought it was a piece of an aircraft, but checks showed no aircraft incidents at that time. Others speculated it could be an unusual type of space debris, but again, there were no records of asteroid or meteor activity to back this up. So, what was this mysterious object? The most plausible theory left standing was that of a celestial metapod, perhaps an unknown cosmic entity that entered Earth's atmosphere, only to vanish without a trace. Marine teams and explorers scoured the area for any signs of this mysterious metapod, but their efforts were in vain. It seemed to have disappeared as quickly as it appeared, leaving us with a tantalizing cosmic mystery. Number 7. Floating menace. Imagine driving down a quiet road when suddenly, something straight out of a ghost story materializes in front of you. That's exactly what happened to a driver, who, armed only with a camera, captured what looked like a ghostly apparition floating in mid-air. At first glance, you might dismiss it as a stray black shopping bag caught in the wind, but this eerie figure lingered unnaturally, defying explanation. The moment this footage hit the internet, it sparked a storm of speculation. Was this a wandering spirit, a visitor from a spectral dimension, or just a trick of light playing on the viewer's imagination? While some might dig deeper into these ghostly theories, I have to say there's a part of me that's okay with not knowing. After all, some mysteries are best left unsolved. Number 6. Bones of terror. Imagine you're out on a hike, enjoying nature, when suddenly you come across something that stops you in your tracks. There, in the underbrush, lies a skeleton so bizarre and unidentifiable it could be straight out of a science fiction novel. This peculiar find, which has puzzled even me, looks like it doesn't belong to our world. You've probably heard about various convincing encounters with extraterrestrial life, and this discovery seems to fit right into those narratives. Picture this: a creature from beyond our planet, possibly from a flying saucer now lying motionless on Earth. Its skeleton is clearly visible, and the remnants of its skin have a strange, leathery texture. This being might have succumbed to the harsh realities of our world, leaving us to only guess about its origins and story. But here's the catch. This skeleton doesn't seem to match any earthly creature I've ever encountered. It could be the decomposing remains of a familiar animal, twisted into an unrecognizable form, or it might be something entirely different. The truth? Well, that remains a mystery. Is it a visitor from another world, or just an animal caught in an unusual state? The answer isn't clear, but it's certainly a puzzle that ignites the imagination. Number 5. Alien message. You've probably heard of crop circles, those mysterious designs that appear overnight in fields, baffling everyone. But have you ever heard of beach circles? That's right, beach circles. Beachgoers in Seal Rock, Oregon were left scratching their heads when they discovered intricate patterns not in crops, but in the sand. Now, the typical reaction might be to brush these off as the work of pranksters. However, the plot thickens. A similar pattern emerged on the shores of Iwako, Washington. This wasn't just a simple drawing in the sand. It spanned the entire beach and formed an elaborate design. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? While crop circles have been a long-standing mystery, these beach circles add a new layer to the enigma. Could there be some beach-loving aliens out there, expressing their creativity on our shores? If so, let's just hope they're the kind who clean up after themselves. Number 3. Miami Alien Incident. On New Year's Day at Bayside Marketplace, something extraordinary happened that had everyone talking. There was a massive police turnout, all because of an alleged alien sighting right there in Miami. The buzz was unreal. People were saying, "Aliens, really?" And yes, the descriptions were spine-tingling. Shadowy, dark figures, towering at 8 to 10 feet tall, with an otherworldly presence that was unmistakably non-human. These figures weren't just tall, they had this interdimensional, holographic vibe, something straight out of a sci-fi movie. It was the kind of sight that gives you goosebumps and makes you want to rush home. Everyone was asking the same question: what's happening? Are we being visited? There's this feeling in the air that something's not quite right. Like there's more to the story than we're being told. Aliens walking among us? That's the rumor that's got Miami buzzing. Number 2, train Sasquatch. Imagine you're on a scenic train journey between Durango and Silverton, taking in the breathtaking views. Suddenly, something extraordinary catches your eye. This is exactly what happened to a couple on that train. They saw something so unusual, so out of the ordinary, that the only name they could give it was Bigfoot. Now I know what you're thinking, Bigfoot, really? It's the kind of story that typically gets an eye roll or a dismissive, humbug. But this sighting has sparked a wave of curiosity. Could this legendary creature actually be real? Caught on camera by passengers aboard the train in southwest Colorado, the figure was so massive it was visible to numerous onlookers. It appeared to be effortlessly strolling over bushes, making its giant stature even more prominent. Number 1, the perfect prototype. Before we dive in, a heads up about the video quality. It's not the best, but the content, absolutely captivating. Picture this. Back in 2007, a couple of adventurous mountaineers in Costa Rica captured something extraordinary. Floating gracefully above a vast abyss was what appeared to be a literal flying saucer. Despite the age of the footage, it's been hailed as one of the most compelling UFO visuals to date. Here's why it's so intriguing. When the video first hit the scene, skeptics were quick to dismiss it as a hoax, suggesting it was just a pan lid dangled on a thread. But that theory crumbled fast. The object in the video moves in a manner that seems impossible to replicate manually. Plus, it hangs at an angle that would be incredibly challenging to achieve from the ground or even above. Then there's the matter of the UFO's glare, or rather, the lack of it. A typical metallic object would gleam in the sunlight, but this UFO has a subdued appearance, adding to the mystery. And to seal the deal, we have footage of the same UFO from a different angle, lending even more credibility to the sighting.